Assalamu alaikum foodies. So today I thought of sharing one of the very popular things that I make in my kitchen. As a child I have eaten this as a street food. It's called crispy onion bhajias, and usually in Bombay if you go to a stall, these bhajias are served in a newspaper, and on the side they put some garlic chutney and they put some fried chilies. So I have fond memories of this, and when I started cooking, this was one of the things that I really enjoyed making. I just tried making it using my memory and trying to figure out how to make these. So over time, one thing that everybody noticed about these pakoras or bhajias is that I use ginger garlic paste in my batter that I create for the bhajias, and this is pretty unique because not a lot of people use ginger garlic paste. So let's look at what are the ingredients. The ingredients for this: we need 2 large onions thinly sliced, and we need 2 large potatoes in shoestrings. So you have to make sure that the onions and the potatoes are chopped very thinly for it to become crispy. This is an addition. I never used to add green chilies, but today we're going to add some green chilies to it. 1 tablespoon of ginger garlic paste, 1 egg, 1 teaspoon each chili powder and cumin powder or zira powder, half a teaspoon of turmeric, 2 to 3 tablespoons of chickpea flour or rice flour. That's another thing I noticed, that I have used rice flour to make pakoras now, because rice flour pakoras don't get soggy and they're very crispy, and everybody looks forward to eating my pakoras during Ramadan time because they are really unique when you put rice flour in it instead of besan. But I know that a lot of people like besan ke pakore, so it's up to you. You can either put chickpea flour or rice flour, but traditionally it is made with chickpea flour. 1 teaspoon of chaat masala, salt to taste, handful of kasuri methi crushed, and half teaspoon ajwain crushed. That's also another addition that I have added on to my recipe. I feel like ajwain gives it a unique taste, and so does kasuri methi. All right, let's look at what the ingredients I have prepared. So here I have my onions and potatoes. I've taken them in equal quantity, and I have cut the potatoes like shoestrings, and the onions are cut fine as well. And I added the 2 to 3 green chilies in it. I have rice flour. I'm going to add about 2 to 3 tablespoons of rice flour. And that's 3. Now, as and when you feel that it's necessary to add more, we will check it out and we will add more, but I think this should be enough. We don't want this batter for onion bhajias to be very soggy like other pakoras. We need it to just lightly coat the vegetables. The next thing we're going to add is the ginger garlic paste. And here I have all my masalas nicely in a plate. I have cumin, I have turmeric, I have chili powder, salt, chaat masala, ajwain, and kasuri methi. I'm going to add all of that to it. And then finally, we have 1 egg. Also, egg is optional, but I feel like it will bind everything together well. And you just use your hand and kind of mix everything together. If I feel that this is dry, I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit of water in it to make it pasty. My oil is already on the stove and getting heated. So I do notice that I will need a little liquid and a little more rice flour to this. Also, I don't suggest keeping this longer on the side because onion leaves water and I don't want that to happen. So as soon as you prepare this mixture, you want to fry it. All right, let me add some sprinkles of water and some rice flour, and then I'll update you about it. So after I added 2 tablespoons more of flour, and what I did was I went on the spout, I took some water in my hand, very little, and I mixed them together. Now you can see that this is binding to each other. So if I do this, they should be able to hold together with each other. But if you see, I have not put too much water to the batter. I'm especially making this recipe for new cooks, and as Ramadan is approaching, I'm gonna try to show recipes that we can use during the Ramadan time, and this is one of my very popular things during Ramadan. Everybody looks forward to it, so I hope you like it. And if you like it, please subscribe to my channel and make sure you share it with your friends and family so that everybody could benefit from these recipes. So now over here, the oil is heated up. I'm just gonna take a little bit. Oh, I also forgot to tell you that what I usually do is I usually taste the batter to make sure that the salt is right and the ingredients taste good. In case it doesn't, then you just need add the required amount of salt to it. I'm just gonna add one and see. You see how nicely it is floating? All right, you want the oil to be at a medium temperature because you want the vegetables to cook and to get crisp together. If the oil is extremely hot, it's going to burn it from the outside, and the vegetables won't cook nicely. They'll be soggy from the inside, and that's why your pakoras don't become crispy, because the onions and potatoes leave water and when they cook, and you want them to cook with and get brown outside at the same time. So I do notice that the oil has become very hot, so I have turned the knob to low so that the temperature comes down. And always test one first. When you make pakoras, you test one, taste it, see if it tastes good. If it needs something, add more chilies or salt to it, but always do a taste test. We end up frying all the pakoras and then realize, oh, the salt is not enough, or it doesn't taste that great. So you want to make sure you do a taste test with the basin also, or the batter, and you do a taste test with one of the pakoras to see if your pakoras taste good. All right, I'm gonna put a few more in here and then I'm gonna come back. Look at these gorgeous bhajias. I have really super memories about these super amazing crispy bhajias from the street. And I'm just going to show you that there are 2 ways you can make this bhajia, okay? So you can make a ball out of them. And remember, whenever this sits, right, the batter sits, you just want to roll it all around and mix it up again, because the onion leaves water. You want to make sure it's not just watery. You want to make sure the batter is coated well on the bhajias. If you feel that you need to add a little more rice flour, please go ahead and do that. So there are 2 ways to present this. One is this one, make a ball out of it and you drop it in the oil. And the other is, which I like best, is I like it like this. I like it to be flat, like the ones I just fried here, because then everything cooks very crispy. So I'm just going to do the round ones now, just for a change. Also, one very important tip and trick. If you put these bhajias in the air fryer, say during Ramadan time, you want to make it ahead of time, and take it to somebody's house, potluck or whatever. So you could actually air fry these if you have an air fryer and reheat it. What happens when you air fry it is any excess oil in it gets drained in the air fryer. So, you know, if you are health conscious and you want to get rid of that extra oil in there, you can just put them back in the air fryer. They will get crispy as well as they will release any extra oil they have. Let me get this going. And you don't have to wait till Ramadan. There are many rainy days coming up, so you want to make this on a rainy day. We always try to make pakoras on rainy days. You don't want to squeeze it too much, but you want to make it into a ball. And if you want extra kasuri methi, you're a fan of kasuri methi or some chaat masala, in our house we also, once it's fried and it comes out like that, we also sprinkle some chaat masala on top. You know, you can do those variations. And then you won't just have onion bhajias, you will have all different kinds. You can add spinach to this, but my most favorite combination is just potatoes and onions. Right, I think I overdid that. And I'm gonna take them out and show you how they look when they're brown. So I can't resist myself. I don't know what I'll be presenting, but look at the crispiness of this pakora. It's so good. You will love these pakoras. You have to try this recipe, and you should definitely use rice flour because it definitely makes it more crispier than besan. Seems like I'm gonna finish all of it. My pakoras are burning. I gotta go. Let me get these.
Assalamualaikum viewers. Welcome to the USA Foodie channel. Today we're going to be tasting crispy onion bhajias.
Go ahead.
Bismillah.
Bismillah. Are they crunchy?
Yes.
What do you think, Ayan?
They're good.
They're really good?
Yeah.
Ooh, I can hear that crunch. Do you think we're gonna finish this in 5 minutes, 10 minutes?
2.
2 minutes. I'm gonna grab one too.
That'd be
This looks
funny.
so nice and crispy. Look at that. It's holding its shape so well. Yum. Are these your favorite, Ayan? And when we have Ramadan party, what happens to these bhajias?
We eat them?
They get what? They disappear real super fast, right?
Yeah. I eat all of them.
It's never enough.
Really good.
All right, we got to concentrate on eating bhajias. You want to say bye to everybody? What do you need to tell them? Tell them you have to try this recipe.
Yeah, you have to.
You have to. All right, Allah Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz.
We'll be back with
Our next video.
And what do they need to do?
Like, subscribe, and click the bell icon, like the tiny bell next to it.
Yes, with my mouth stuffed with crispy onion bhajias. All right, say Allah Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz.